I met a gypsy.
You know, what are we gonna do? Like, what are we gonna do with our lives, dude? Like, I'm fucked. I don't have a ride. It's middle of December. First race is in 3 months or 3 weeks, and I don't have any income. I just signed a lease here in fucking Hollywood on a 2-bedroom house, and it's like $5,500 a month, and I have zero income. So, and we were just driving, and my best friend Brandon was just like, what if we just started riding in clothes? It's like, I mean, we already got like clothes. We wear clothes. We like clothes, you know. Other than motorcycles, I've always liked clothes and liked to dress a certain way, or like, and not actually, because I didn't get to. I always felt like I was a shell of myself because I felt like I had to represent like Honda, or like I never got to represent Trevor and who Trevor really was.
Yeah, you were always wearing a pit shirt.
Yeah, I just never felt like I had my own identity, just because I was just like felt like a dirt bike kid, you know. And so, yeah, so we were just like on this road trip, and yeah, he said the magic words, and anyways, we had the sickest time ever, and we got back from the road trip, and we went to this place called the Real Real in West Hollywood. They just sell designer clothes. And funny, we just knew how this shit was gonna work out. Like, we're just like friends with the people in the Opium label, which is like Playboy Cardi and Ken Carson and all those people. And like, it was right before A Whole Lotta Red dropped, which was Playboy Cardi's last album.
Yep.
Which did like crazy numbers.
It did numbers, yeah.
Yeah, and we just, we just knew that like Rick Owens was like what was hot right now, you know. And so me and Brandon went to the Real Real, bought a $5,000 jacket on our credit cards, split it, called Tom Jeanette, and went out to Glen Helen, and that shit was over after that.
Can we watch that? I fucking remember this. Is it on Instagram or?
Yeah, it's on my Instagram page. It's like the first video on my Instagram, or the at the very bottom. Got guns and shit. I'm canceled. Oh, look at that. Pull it out.
I remember this shit.
Freeze.
Nah, play that. Oh, it'll.
Ever since my brother died.
That's right. I remember this.
Yeah, and it just kind of like, I mean, dude.
So that's a $5,000 jacket.
The one with the tassels and shit, the first one, and then the off-white jacket's like, this jacket was just like costed way too much money, dude.
That is mental, bro.
Yeah, man, and that's literally what started it all. Like, Cardi liked it. Cardi liked the photo and then hit me up and was just like hard. And then the other jacket was a off-white jacket.
Yeah.
And I got a phone call the next day from Virgil and my buddy Shane.
Actually, Virgil.
Yeah, Virgil and Shane Gonzalez, which is a really good friend of mine.
Wow.
And it was like, we need to shoot. This is the coolest shit I've seen all year, is what Virgil had said, which was like, really got directly into like, I went from like just being a kid on a dirt bike to like instantly it was like gonna go and have meetings with this person. And then Cardi came out to Glen Helen to shoot with me and Brandon and my buddy Shane. And I went from just like a kid that raced a motorcycle to like, now I'm just trying to, what can I do? What can I
This is
do?
like a whole new outlet.
Yeah. And it's just like, no, like I said, it's like, there's no script for this shit. Pulled it right out of my ass, like,
literally no one's ever done that.
No one's ever done it. Yeah. And that's the beauty of it all too. Is like, it's my, like anybody could, and I preach it to kids to be yourself and like, express yourself, but like anybody in the top of the sport or whatever, they could do it too, but like everybody knows who did this shit first, and that was me. And so I just because there's been, it's hard because I'm in a place in the sport where, a lot of people think they either like me or they fucking despise me, and I'm very open about I don't know. I tell the truth, man. So people don't like that, I guess, sometimes. So it's it's sometimes it's a hard spot to be in. Always stuck between a rock and a hard place, and so dude, it's hindered me from making a living in the sport, like this shit. But like, I'm a human being first, and then I'm a motorcycle racer. And what I do as a human being is whatever the fuck I want to do, and however I want to dress. If I want to like be naked and cover my shit with a Bottega bag and put it on Instagram with spray painted Alpine stars, who's okay, I will.
Yeah, that's
You
fine.
can stop me,
Yeah.
Cause I'll go. We can go ride anywhere. I'll go wax you too, naked. I don't give a fuck. It's just like, I don't know, man. Something opened up my eyes to like, oh, I could really do whatever I want in this life if I just have the same attitude as to love the labor, work hard, be good to people, and that's what I try and preach every day. It's like, I can act a part or be cocky or whatever. It's not. It's all hard work, man.
Yeah.
It's all hard work. I work 2 jobs. I bust my ass off as a professional motorcycle racer, and then I do all the other shit on the side.
And you do go in on that shit, like you've hit me up fucking multiple times for just random cool shit.
Yeah,
and it's
man.
just like you're always fucking grinding and always working in literally in these like 2 worlds.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that a lot, man. It means a lot coming from you too, because we're all so relative in what we do.
Yeah,
we could be on two opposite sides of the spectrum, but like what
It's
you
the
have,
same thing.
it's the same
underneath.
process.
Yeah,
It's the same
yeah.
fucking labor. It's everything's the same. So, there's a lot of the respect comes both ways, right?
I appreciate that.
Absolutely, bro. I mean, it's just, like I said, this is the coolest shit that, like, look at you now. You were a kid in high school that just had to get to the bottom of it, and now we're in your studio, and this is what you do, and you love it.
It is fucking cool.
We're doing the thing, right?
Yeah.
And like 16-year-old Jace is really proud of
Bro,
this
like,
version.
I mean, the thing I always trip out on, and I don't really think about it too much because I think it can fuck you up a little bit. But I mean, bro, like I was just from literally middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I watched 2005 bar to bar Supercross DVD.
Like, right.
3 million fucking times. And then it's like, just literally grinding and grinding and grinding and not even knowing really what you're grinding for. There's an element of that to your story too, to where it's like you end up in this fashion world and not ever knowing that's where you were going to be. But the grind at Glen Helen on a Tuesday
all that shit
at 15 does amount to where you are now.
Yeah.
And it's like, the process can be so unknown to you, So it's like when I was a kid doing the things that I was doing, like never in my wildest dreams did I think that I would be sitting on a stage with Ricky Carmichael and James Stewart.
Right.
When you rewind the tape 15 years and I'm literally just coming home from school,
like,
fucking watching bar to bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like the process, like you said, the labor. It's like you can spend so much of your life not even knowing what the labor's for.
Right.
But you have to believe it's for something.
100%.
And it's like the path will eventually
Find itself.
reveal itself to you. You know what I
Absolutely.
mean? But it's like if you don't do the work and if you wait for the thing to come, it's never going to come.
It's never going to come. And that was the whole thing with what I've done and I still continue to do now. It's like dude, I'm more busy now than I am. I don't know when I started, obviously, but like, it's just because I've learned that if you just be a good person and you just show up and just be who you truly are, good things happen, and like, I've got so much shit coming that like, I can't wait to talk about, but I can't yet, and just getting to genuinely be myself and, my business partner and best friend, like we literally came up with this shit out of thin air, and to see what we've both done with our time here and how wisely it's been spent is something that I can really really appreciate myself for, like I thank me for that shit. Cause like there was a point in time where I didn't want to be around anymore, like, and there's been multiple times that I have not wanted to be around anymore, whether it's mental health or a fucking drug addiction, it's just like, but I still showed up for myself, so yeah, it's good.
And that is something to be proud of too.
For sure.
What I mean?
For sure.
If you enjoyed this content, please like and subscribe. And to listen to the full 3-hour podcast, search Gypsy Tales in your favorite podcast platform or click the link in the description below. Gypsy Gang.